I swear, Avery's so funny. When she's ready for bed, she didn't even have her sleepy sack on, and she was trying to climb in. I was like, can you just wait a second? Let me put the sleepy sack on, and then I will put you in. She's ready. She's ready to go. That's it. Good night. Okay, first person here is T. Yvette for tomorrow. Looks good. You're prepared to get a lot of hard work done. The hard work you put in comes back to you around school, work, or business. The Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. Anxiety moves into the past. You could be spending time with an Aquarius. Romance may be heating up tomorrow. And with the Empress, love, money, abundance, and fertility comes in. Not bad. Not bad. Adonis, me, and Vivi. Communication may be down for a little while longer, but when it picks up, it looks like neither one of you hold back and things move forward pretty quickly as far as communication is concerned. But that doesn't look like it's happening right away. It looks like there could be some indecision around this situation. On her end, she may not know what she wants to do or where she wants things to go. But when communication picks up, it should pick up, and it should pick up kind of quick. We're just not there yet. Beautiful one. What does he want to tell me? He may feel like he's got bad luck lately. He may feel like nothing is working in his favor. Like the hard work he's put into something has just not paid off, and he's feeling a little bit like in a slump. He also may say that he's waiting on money. He could be stressed out about that. A business opportunity or something around business could have fallen through, and that could be very disappointing for him. He may be feeling a little bit disappointed. Nejelani, is my tax preparer avoiding me? No, they're just busy. They're just busy. You'll hear from them. Suella, how is Dawson feeling about me? Feels that you're strong, confident, intelligent, independent, hardworking, sincere, stable, unique, and creative. Suella, Dawson and I love reading, or are we over? Okay, let's see what's going on. I think there's a new beginning on the horizon. Okay, there's a new beginning on the horizon, and you should be seeing justice around the situation. If you recently had a breakup, or if you didn't have a breakup yet, there's a breakup coming, but then there's a new beginning with the love cup being full. So you just may have to go through a rough time and come out the other side of it. Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but no, you're not over. Nejelani, what a deal feels towards me. Thinks that you're exciting, fun, attractive, hardworking, smart and intelligent, spontaneous, kind-hearted, sincere, and has a lot of respect for you. Elizabeth, what does Chris want with me? He's a new love interest. He doesn't know exactly what he wants, but he's hopeful that you guys could either spend time together or get to know one another, and a new journey's on the horizon. But he doesn't know exactly what he wants just yet. He's just kind of like open to whatever could happen. And I think that you'll probably be spending time with him in the near future. Suella, if I fall back, will he come back? Well, you have a 33% chance, yes, he will. So I would say that would probably be the best thing to do at this point. Do what you can to try to disconnect from the situation. Speak knowledge. Does AB want me to call her tonight? Yes. Yes, I would say so. Davey, well, will the used BMW I'm interested in run good for me? Cards indicate yes, it will, but I would make sure you have it looked at by somebody, just to be sure. You know, I don't trust anybody, especially when it comes to cars. Nunit, my friend, are you okay? Is who okay? And Bernard communicated, but I sent him some real messages from the heart. He said that he didn't want to use me to help him feel better. I said, if we were real friends. All right, are you real friends? Yeah. You guys are real friends. Yeah. All right, general about me and Dee's connection. Well, it looks like, I don't know if you guys recently had an argument or a fight. If you recently had an argument or a fight, there could be a little bit of a long road ahead of you before you guys reconnect. Communication comes in, but it may be a little bit like stop and go or kind of sporadic. It looks like the weight of the world slips off your shoulders around this situation when communication comes in. Thing is that the issues here are kind of like, there's still negativity around the situation, and it still looks like the two of you are coming in at different angles, which it makes him pull back, like he gets frustrated. So I don't know, when communication comes in, I think you guys need to have a talk, but I just don't know if you guys can work out your differences, because they seem to be differences of like the way you guys view life and the way you handle life. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to find common ground to make this relationship work, which is a shame because you do get along really well, but it doesn't look like either one of you are bending enough. But let's see what happens when the communication comes in, which should be pretty soon. Beautiful one. How will my doctor's appointment go on Friday? It should go well. Listen to your intuition. Things should move forward quickly, and there's growth, change, and transformation that comes in. It should go well. I hate the doctors. Nijolani, will the court go well for me next week? It should go well, yeah. Speak knowledge. How did AB feel about my recent text? Good. Feels like things have changed for the better quickly. Feels like you guys are being guided by the divine and like things are moving forward. Pretty good about the text. Nunit, he didn't have to use me if we were true friends. He said that he went MIA because he shuts down when he's upset with the person that he's with. He is not ready yet. But it was along the lines of me being genuinely open. I told him it hurts my heart. So my question is, how will he feel about the raw emotions I expressed? Well, it kind of puts him in a place where he feels stuck because you express your emotions and he doesn't. So he kind of shuts down, and it's a lot for him to deal with when he has to take on somebody else's emotions and he feels responsible. But it's not that he doesn't feel bad about the situation, he does. But he doesn't know, like, he doesn't have an answer, so he just doesn't know what to say. So, like, that's what his answer is. He does think that the two of you are friends. I don't think he felt like he was using you. I think that your relationship was mutual. And whatever happens next, you know, think about where you want it to go. Because I don't know what his situation is. Is he married? Because it could just be one of those complicated situations where what are you going to, like, it is what it is, you know? And it's not to say that he used you, because he wasn't using you. Davey, general for the next 2 weeks. Okay, it looks like you may be feeling undecided about something. Don't make any decisions until you're ready. A Virgo enters. Lay down the law, set up boundaries if you need to. You have a new journey or venture on the horizon. A disappointment moves into the past and life starts to move forward. Could also be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. It looks like you have an earth sign around, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you have some money coming in. The world is at your feet. A Leo enters. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business will pay off for you over the next 2 weeks. You could also be taking some time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Unit. I didn't have enough room to text, so I split it. Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'm a little tired, and I got bags under my eyes. I have these, like, under eye patch thingies, and I always forget to use them. I don't really think they work well, but anyhow. Where am I? I think I'm up to Sydney. Is Caden ignoring me? Yes, 70% chance, yes, he is ignoring you and he needs a little bit of space. Essence, will my sister have any financial loss in 22 or 23? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be too terrible. There's mild disappointment around it, a little bit of negativity or regret. May not be until 23. Kira for tomorrow. It looks like a disappointment moves into the past, a new venture's on the horizon, and things could be moving forward pretty quickly, especially around money. You got money coming in, feeling a little bit more financially stable. Could have a new job or business opportunity or even a side hustle that comes in. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief, listen to your intuition. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Pool Libra, will my divorce finalize next week or the end of the month? End of the month. I feel like everything always takes longer. Everything, no matter what it is. Essence, general for March and April. I'm all right tonight. I hope you are too. Stepping into your own strength and your own Self-confidence helps to push your life forward. A disappointment moves into the past. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Anxiety moves into the past. Life moves forward. You could be entering a committed relationship. You got a new venture on the horizon. That could be around business. You got a Scorpio coming in that may be of significance. You got a wish that comes true in those 2 months. And the relationship that you enter could have long-term potential around it. You're prepared to do a lot of hard work and to get shit done, and you accomplish a lot in those couple of months. And you may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You got a little bit of good luck coming in, and you might even be planning travel. Unit, I don't believe he used me. All we do is converse. We use each other, and yes, he is the, okay. How will he feel when he reads my messages? He's going to feel a little overwhelmed. He's going to feel a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit unstable. Like it's a lot of emotion for him. He's not used to all that kind of emotion. He kind of runs from it. But it's not going to be bad. You'll hear from him. He'll get back to you. He'll respond. Maybe not immediately, but oh damn, but he responds. Now this should be fucking charging. Oh yeah, it is charging. Why did it give me that notice? Georgia, general for the rest of the week. Okay, it looks like things are moving forward pretty quickly and you may have some choices. Could be spending time with a soulmate connection and you're feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. You could breathe a sigh of relief around romance. Looks like negativity moves into the past. Life moves forward, slow and steady wins the race, but your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. Could have a Leo around. Kira, still no word from John in 3 days. What's the truth about his interest or lack thereof with me? I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised that you haven't heard from him. See, he shows us the love cup being full, and he shows with the 9 of Wands and the Lover's card. I can't believe you haven't heard from him. But when he does reach out to you, because I think that he will, I mean, it'll be your choice, but I would lay down the law and set up boundaries at some point and let him know that you don't feel like that's acceptable because you guys had a great time and he had a good time. It's not just that you did. And he seems to be really interested in you. Yeah, I can't understand why he hasn't called. Cards do indicate that you might need to have patience with him, but I don't like that. That pisses me off because he wasn't acting like this before the date and you guys had a great time. So what happened? I think you're going to hear from him. I would address it when you speak to him, or you could reach out to him. I mean, I don't know if he's waiting on you. Let me ask. He may be waiting to hear from you, but I don't like that because it wasn't like that before. Noonan. I basically said what you just said. I'm very open because I trust him as a friend and he limits what he says. What kind of a friendship is that where you can't express yourself? Well, that just may not be who he is. I had a good friend of mine that I used to work with at the store. I mean, we were friends for a million years. And he never spoke about his feelings, ever. And I used to all the time. Can you believe that he did this? Can you believe he did that? And this bitch and that and that. And he never said anything about what went on in his life. And I asked him one day, I'm like, you don't talk about your problems? And he was like, no, I see no reason for it. It doesn't change anything. It just makes me more upset to talk about them. Maybe in a way, though, he's right, because I was always firing myself up, you know, like talking about it and going over it and going over it. would get me very upset. And I would relive it every time I told the story. Whereas he just, I don't know, stuffed it somewhere. It's just you two are just two different people with the way that you express things, and you're not seeing eye to eye. I don't think that that changes between the two of you. Like, I think that that may be an issue in your friendship, but if you guys are only friends, you know, like, you got to accept each other for who you are. You like to express your feelings, he doesn't, and it is what it is. Just like if you liked baseball and he didn't like baseball, or you don't want to go to, I don't know, you hate the movies and he likes to go to the movies, you would have to agree to disagree. Because he's probably like that with everyone, not just you. He's probably like that with his wife too. You know, like, there's some kind of bizarre, phony thinking around marriage, that these people are different with the people that they're married to. They're the same. Like, she doesn't get a better version of him than you do. Like, he's the same. That's just how he is. Sydney, why is Caden ignoring me? He feels like he needs space. I don't know what your relationship is with him, but I think that the two of you may be on different pages. Like, you're not on the same page, and he feels a little bit like he needs some space. The idea of somebody ignoring you, like, you shouldn't be, not that you shouldn't be, you can do whatever you want, but I had a teacher in 4th grade that used to tell us that we should never use the word should. You should find another way to say it, and I agree with that. You should do whatever you want. But if you put yourself in a situation where you're being ignored, which means that you have to be reaching out to somebody multiple times in order to be ignored. One text message, they don't answer, it's not a big deal. But if you're constantly being ignored by someone, the energy of the situation has gone way out of balance. Even if you're texting back and forth and the person answers and then you send 5 text messages before they answer, the relationship is out of balance, the conversation is out of balance, the energy is out of balance, which then builds resistance and makes people sometimes resentful. It depends how much energy you're putting into it. If somebody's not responding, leave them alone, let them go, because forcing it is not going to bring them closer, it's going to push them further away. And that's kind of where you're at right now. Kira, general for the rest of the week. We got some nice money coming in with the 9 of Pentacles. An argument or a dispute or a disagreement will resolve itself and move into the past. And you've got the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. You may be very busy with work, or you could be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. Growth, change, and transformation comes in and around your life, and a disappointment moves into the past. You could be feeling very ambitious. Out of the clear blue sky, you should hear from that guy. What was he, a Taurus? Things change for the better quickly. Divine timing steps in. A new beginning starts. You could have a Libra comes in, or it could be that you're seeing some good karma come back to you. Romance should heat up. So I think you're going to hear from that guy. Essence, will I have any financial losses in 22 or 23? No, I don't think so. No, you look like you're okay. Nunit, the thing is that he works with my female friend. He does not know that she knows that he likes me, but he talked to her a week ago about me being the 3rd person, basically saying I'm so tempting. Reading. And how he is not in love with his wife anymore. He's just loyal. And basically, I appreciate him, but he won't tell me this. Why? Because he's afraid of where it could lead. He's afraid of where it could lead. I hate saying this. I hate saying this because it makes me feel like I'm a negative Nelly. But I don't really believe so much in marriage because this is what I feel. Like, I feel like this guy is not happy. He is loyal to somebody who he does not want to be with. You know, it's like they maybe have become friends. That could be where they are right now, where they may just be friends. But now he feels like he's stuck with this woman. And to me, life is too short for that. But, you know, this is like, these are the roles. This is the facade that society makes us believe. You got to get married, you have to have a house, you have to pick a fence, you got to have kids, you got to have a dog, and then you're living the dream. Most people are not living the dream. Most people are living this nightmare. And he's not telling you this because he's afraid of what could happen if he does tell you it. And I hate to say that because it sounds very negative. Like, everybody wants the fairy tale, but the fairy tale doesn't exist. And especially, I mean, I don't know how old he was when he got married, but if he got into this young, sometimes with young people, it's all they know. So it's very hard to leave it because that's all they know. You know what I'm saying? When you've been kind of around the block a couple of times and you're older, you're like, well, I've been through this before, I'll live. But when you're young and it's all you know, it's very hard to leave something like that. Anyway, yeah, so he's afraid of what could happen if he were to say that to you. Orchid, how will he feel when he sees me again? He'll be happy to see you the next time you guys see each other or whatever the situation is, but the situation itself looks like it's stuck or stagnant or not really going anywhere. The love cup is in reverse, which can kind of indicate that whatever your relationship was, that part of it is over, but he will be happy to see you the next time you guys see each other. Low Asp, general reading for me. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, and that may make you feel relieved. You have a Taurus and a Leo coming in. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you're moving forward towards greener pastures. It also looks like you have a wish, put it out into the universe, and you got some money coming in. Got a little bit of good luck coming in and a new venture on the horizon. Essence, will my sister hit 6 figures in the next 1 to 2 years? I think it's going to take a little bit longer than that. Her perseverance gets her there, but I don't know that it's going to happen that fast. Noonit. So guess what? My first day housekeeping was good. It made me feel so welcome and comfortable. How did the trainer like working with me? She said that she's excited to have me. I think that she is. A new beginning. Kind, caring, sincere, loving energy. A new venture is on the horizon. There you are, being respected. Your perseverance pays off. A lot of hard work. Life changes for the better quickly. Good for you. I'm glad that you got that job. Suella, we broke up. He got caught. He wanted to walk away for us to heal. I wanted to stay friends. Is he hurting the chance for our new beginning? Should I leave him alone so that he can actually miss me? What did he get caught? He got caught doing something else? I have a hard time with this, I need time to heal by myself alone. I don't buy that, because if you've done something wrong in your relationship and you want to fix the relationship, you don't take time away from it. You work on the issues that's there. So I don't like that. And Lovers is in reverse, which can indicate that you guys could be rethinking, like, I feel like the way that it was left off is like, yeah, like, we're going to get back together, but I'm not 100% sure that it's good, that you guys are going to get back together, not with the Lovers in reverse. Any relationship that needs healing, to end things like that, like, I don't understand what that, I don't understand how that's going to heal it. I think that whatever he got caught doing, that issue needs to be addressed. and you guys have to work through it together. If he wants to take some time alone, a couple of days or a week, okay, that's fine. Yeah, I would leave him alone. I wouldn't push this any further because he's not putting in any effort right now. And I don't see him putting in any effort. It looks as if he's walked away. But like I said, I don't really believe that let's break up until I'm all healed and then I'm going to come back and we're going to start again. Because how long are you going to be healed? Am I going to be waiting here forever? That's not fair. That's not fair. Yeah, and then you have to think about whether or not you want to have a new beginning with this person. What did he get caught doing? And what was his excuse? What was what was he doing? Because this, to me, it doesn't sit right with me. It makes me feel like it's kind of like a cheap way out. Which, if you just want to end things, then just tell me that. But don't set me up to sit around and wait for the day that you're all of a sudden healed and coming back to work on this relationship, because we need to work on things now. But that's your decision. You're going to have to figure out whether or not whatever it was that he got caught doing, is it forgivable? Or is it something that he could just make an excuse and keep doing? I would leave, at this point, I would leave it alone. I would leave it alone, and I would kind of try to treat it as if you're not going to speak to him again, and see where that takes you energetically, and then see if that makes him miss you a little bit. Red Babe, how did my ex Roland feel about seeing me when driving by? It looked like he was happy to see you, didn't think too much about it. It wasn't like a huge thing to him. And he noticed you and he thought that it was nice to see you. That was it. Take him up to Noonet. His wife got upset with him because he and his son's relationship. His son is 6, he's 50. He told my friend that he felt tricked into marrying her, that her father warned him. Is there more to that? And he does the dishes, laundry, cooks, and gets up and cooks for the kids and takes them to school. He only has an hour to himself. And then he works out and she tracks his phone and she doesn't work. But see, this is what I'm saying. If you have to track somebody's phone, follow them around, read their emails, be up their asshole 24/7, that's not love. Like, that's not love. Like, if you have to hide your phone on the other side of it, hide your phone, lie about who you're talking to, sneak around behind the person's back, you're not in fucking love. I don't know how else to say it. Like, but it's unfortunate that people get stuck in these relationships. And people do get, they're not stuck. They feel trapped. And the more you try to control something, right, the more outrageous it goes. It's like wrestling an alligator. Like, it's not going to work. A relationship like this can function forever. They could stay together forever. But is there love? Is there passion? Is there compatibility? Is there, I can't wait to come home and tell you about my day? Or is it, I don't want to go the fuck home because you've done nothing all day but follow my phone? And then I don't want to be bothered with you because you're a pain in my ass. And there's disappointment and heartbreak around the situation. It sucks. It sucks for everyone. The romance is gone. It's over. And he's not happy. But what could happen here is that you could get involved with him as a third party and he could have a really great relationship with you. But if he's not willing to leave that other woman, then you're always going to be the person on the side. If you're okay with that, and some people are. Some people are like, look, I want to have my own life too. I don't want to be at home, a mother doing laundry. I don't want to do that shit. I'm okay with it. They're beyond therapy. Therapy can help the relationship to function, but no therapist can make you love one another. That's it. It's done. It's done. But that's where his fear is. His fear is that you and him could actually get involved, and then he would have a real reason to leave. And then it's a matter of whether or not does he have the balls to do it, which I don't think he does right now. And Mario for the next 7 days. Mario for the next 7 days. Feeling as if you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. You may be feeling better compensated or better respected around work, school, business, whatever you do. It looks like you've got a fire sign around Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. A wish comes true. Anxiety is moving into the past. Put a wish out into the universe, you just might get it. Communication comes in from somebody you've been hoping to hear from. Life changes for the better quickly. Lay down the law and set up boundaries if you feel you need to. Love cup is full moving forward. Not a bad 7 days. Oh, he got caught cheating by his wife. Cheating with her or okay, okay. So Dawson was caught cheating by his wife. So now he wants to take time away from his relationship with you to heal. No, I don't. I think that that's an excuse. I don't think that this is a good situation, as far as you and him moving forward in a committed relationship that's going to be long term and lasting. I think he got caught, and now he's going to be on a short leash. Once again, thinking that control is going to change the situation. It's not. It's not. It's going to make him miserable, but he may be listening to her right now. Nunit. Why is my sister so defensive? I always look out for her and she says mean things to me. She called me delusional because I asked her when she could pay me back. She said that I was wrong for asking. Haha. Girl, what do you mean? You know I don't get paid for 2 weeks and you say that you can't pay and you just got your nails done, eyelashes, and me broke. Oh man. I know. I know that that's frustrating when that happens. Yeah. She is turning it around on you when instead of taking responsibility for herself. Um, it's like when somebody borrows money, they say, "Oh, I need to pay a bill," or "I'm in trouble. I'm going to get evicted," or whatever. You lend them the money, and then they're out drinking at the bar, or they buy a new pair of shoes, and you're like, "Wait a minute, I thought you had no money." It's very frustrating. It wouldn't be so frustrating if you had money and you weren't relying on her. Then it would be like, okay, pay me back when you get it. But she's taking advantage of you. My suggestion would be to lay down the law, set boundaries, and the next time she asks you for money, I wouldn't give it to her. Not a dime. Tell her that you don't have it. Because then things will change for the better when she starts to treat you with respect. Like, you don't go and get your eyebrows and your nails done and not pay somebody back when you know that person doesn't have any money. And then say, what are you, delusional? No, you're delusional. Mario, you were right. She reached out. Next actions and thoughts. She reaches out again. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you can breathe a sigh of relief. Feeling like the relationship has come back into balance a little bit and things move forward. You may be spending time together relatively soon, like all of you, maybe you guys as a family. I have a hard time with therapists. You know why? Because I feel like sometimes, in my experience, when people tell me what their therapist says to them, I feel like the therapist just diagnosed the other people with some kind of a disorder, when really the situation is the one person fell out of love or is just not in love with this person anymore. So you can call them all kinds of crazy names, but at the end of the day, it's like it is what it is. So let's just let it go and move forward. I feel like you can spend a lot of time in therapy, but if these two people are not in love with one another, and I don't believe they are, no amount of therapy is going to help it. Like, it's not going to help. That ship sailed. Magic. I don't see it yet, so I'm going to do for Andrea. Advice from the guides on abandonment issues. Oh man, abandonment issues. Everyone's got them. I feel like everyone has them. Anyway, let's go to the spirit cards. And then I'll tell you what I learned about abandonment issues. Okay, Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm, sensible. Make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, and deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. The Emperor, Archangel Michael, organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So when it comes to abandonment, at some point in all of our lives, we're going to suffer from it because people die, and dying is abandonment, especially, in my opinion, when it's sudden. The issue with abandonment really is being comfortable with being alone and not needing anybody else for anything, which I know is like sometimes unrealistic because people need people and people need contact. But when you're in a situation where it's almost codependent or you're relying on somebody else, like I've just seen like in my day a lot of like where women will pitch a fit. It's usually a woman. I've seen men do it, but it's usually a woman. Crying, threatening, acting out like madness because they don't want the relationship to end. But meanwhile, the relationship is over and they're hanging on to something that's not functioning for anybody. But they just don't want to let it go because they don't want to be alone. They don't want to be single. They just throw a tantrum. But if you get to the point where you're okay with being alone and you're okay being single, and it's not like a curse like how people feel. And I remember when I was going through my first yoga teacher training years ago, my mentor was getting married. And she was one of these that on the on Facebook, her name, you know how her last name was going to change because she was getting married. So it said her name, her maiden name, and then in parentheses, in 3 more days, and then the married name. And it was a countdown. In 2 more days. And she posted this whole big thing about how she had a dream. And in this dream, she was single and she was at a club and she was looking for a date. And she's so grateful she would never have to live that again. And at the time, I had just gone through a really bad breakup. And I was thinking to myself, so you are posting on Facebook that you are so happy that you're not me. How should that make me feel? Anyhow, the point being here is that if you're in a situation where you're feeling that fearful, that you're having dreams and you wake up thanking God that you're not single, you've got work to do because you're relying on somebody else. And whenever you rely on anybody, it's going to bring you disappointment. There's no doubt about it. I don't know where they are now. I don't care. But anyway. So with abandonment, it's like with people leaving, whether they choose to leave, whether they die, whatever the situation is, you have to be okay with letting them go. And that you just do that through affirmations over and over again. I have everything I need. And you do, because you really don't need anything from anybody else. You just work on, I have everything I need. I have everything I need. I have everything I need. And after a while, you just start to believe it. You don't need anybody else. And when people come around or people are in your life, then you don't have to have that crazy attachment to them where you're like, well, why haven't they texted me back? Well, it's been an hour. How come I haven't heard from them? Are they going to respond? Like, you won't feel like that anymore because it doesn't matter. You're detached from the outcome. You know you'll hear from them. And then that brings down the resistance, and it actually keeps people from pulling away. And it kind of uh, like lets them come closer. Like, you kind of let it go, and then it winds up bringing the person back. I know, everybody's got abandonment. At some point, everybody goes through it. T-Vet, what's been going on with the Aquarius lately? Aquarius may be very busy with work, business, school, whatever they do all day. They also may be kind of shut down a little bit emotionally. That just may be because they have a lot going on in their life. I don't know what your relationship is to them, but Hermit in reverse could be a couple things. Could be, I don't have time for conversation, so I'm not going to open up a conversation I can't start. It also could be, I know that you're right, I don't want to hear it, so I'm not opening up any conversation. However, communication is coming in. They just got to get past that point. They may be thinking a lot about things right now, but they're not ready to act on it, and it could be because they're very busy with work, school, business, whatever it is that they're doing. They're also going to be taking a little bit of time for themselves, rest, relaxation, and self-care. That may be when you start to hear from them or when they show up again. Love always. Oh, did I skip magic? No, I didn't. Love always. How does KO feel about what I told him? May feel a little stuck. May feel like he's waiting for his ship to come in, or like nothing's moving forward quick enough. May feel a little sharp energy around the situation. I don't know what you said, but the Fool is in reverse, which means more. You should have more conversation about whatever it was that you said. Fool in reverse, an issue comes up that will need to be dealt with before the relationship can move forward. So there should be another conversation that can kind of clear things up a little bit. Mario, will her and I have date night? Yes, I think you will have a date night. Magic, how did my accounting professor think and feel about me today? I went to her office for her help, and I was slightly high, but controlled myself. Maintain. She also seems to try to hook me up with a female student. Really? That's kind of a little overboard, I think. Well, she does think that you're smart, intelligent. She thinks that you're well prepared, and she may think that you have a lot of skill. She may think that you and that student could help each other. I don't really like her getting involved with you personally like that, because I don't think that it's her place. But she does think that you're smart and intelligent. She thinks that you're kind-hearted, sincere, and hardworking, and that you have a lot of potential. T-Vet, Capricorn's thoughts and feelings about us, no communication. Maybe feeling a little stressed about this situation, but he won't be holding himself back. He steps into his ambition. You should hear from him. You should hear from him soon. The relationship could start to function a little bit better with the Six of Pentacles, and he may even be looking for a commitment at some point. Which is funny because it looks like it goes from no communication to things moving forward pretty quickly, which is not really usual for a Capricorn, but that's what it looks like. Yes, you have to be complete, and the other person has to be right. But abandonment, people that suffer from serious abandonment issues, it doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be it could be worse with romantic people, but it could also be with friends. It could be with teachers. I mean, people that have abandonment issues, they can get clingy to anybody because they feel like they need somebody. And yeah, that's a shitty place to be. Davey, love for the rest of the month. Things could change for the better for you quickly. You have a new venture on the horizon. It could be with an Aries. Romance is heating up. Soulmate connection comes in. Things move forward quickly. You got a couple of people here. You have an Aries. You have a Gemini. You have a Scorpio. You could be feeling undecided about love, but you have plenty of new opportunities coming in. Keep your eyes and ears open. New energies coming in. And let's see what could happen. Looks pretty good. New energy to me is always good. I feel, and this is just my opinion, that new energy is always better than going back to old energy. For the most part, usually. Going back to something that didn't work the first time is usually not a good idea. But new energy is like usually very positive. 4 elements. Will I get into a phlebotomy course? There's a quiz and an interview, okay. Yes, I think you're going to get in. I think you're going to get in. Oriella, today I had to go to work on something with Steven and we agreed on everything. How did he feel about the situation and how he feels towards me? Happy. He feels like the two of you work together well. There's happiness, cause for celebration. A wish comes true. Feels that you're smart, intelligent, stable. You know what you're doing. You know how to get things done, and you're perseverant. Now, my abandonment issues come from losing my dad so earlier. I didn't realize how it was affecting me, but I had issues with real close people because I didn't want to get hurt when they left. I agree. What's odd for me, I know it's really common when kids, like when you drop kids off at school, they cry, but I remember in nursery school always crying whenever my mom left, always. And it was like, looking back on it, it's like I almost felt like I knew one day she was going to leave and not come back. And funny that when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, like at those years, my dad owned a business. He was living here, but he owned a business in Florida. Well, the business was here, but he did work in Florida, where he used to do these flooring, like for hospitals. And I think, I don't know, whatever it was made out of, it was, I guess, the kind of floor that was very durable and you could clean it up easily. And he did a lot of hospitals in Florida, and he would go to Florida a lot. And every time he left for business for a week or a couple of days, I would cry so bad the night before that when I remember going to school the next day and I would tell everyone that I just had bad allergies and I wasn't feeling well, because I felt like at my age I shouldn't cry over something like that. But looking back on it, it's like I knew he was going to go to Florida one day and not come back. But I just, I didn't realize it at the time. But looking back, I'm like, you knew he was going to Florida and he wasn't going to come back. And that's what happened. Now, in those years, like I think I was 17 when he moved to Florida. There's a long time between 10 and 17. But in life now, 7 years, it's not that long. Anyway. I think I'm at V. V, I don't see the question yet. Let me get this other phone here started. Go back up. Oh, B just wants a general, okay. Well, you are headed towards the 10 cups being full. You have a wish, put it out into the universe, and a little good karma's headed your way. That's always nice. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well, and you may be feeling a little bit more financially stable as we move through the spring. You got some nice money coming in. You have a Libra, not a Libra, you have an Aries and a Leo coming in that could be of significance. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain, you could breathe a sigh of relief. Anxiety is moving into the past, and money is coming in. Adriana for the rest of February. This is for Adriana Salazar. Rest of February, you may be feeling successful around life moving forward towards greener pastures. You got happiness coming in, but the sun is in reverse, so it could be a little bit delayed. Lay down the law, set up boundaries, it'll serve you well. Life moves forward pretty quickly. You got money coming in. A water sign is around Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and you have a new venture on the horizon. The world is at your feet. Adriana, the other Adriana, the moderator, general, sure. You are no longer holding yourself back. A disappointment moves into the past. A Virgo enters. Life moves forward. Money comes in. You have a Taurus around that could be of significance. It also looks like somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Building stable clients, stable relationships around work, school, or business, and feeling ambitious. That could be around personal business. You could be putting an effort into side personal business and making some nice money. That is good. Joe, what's my next long-term commitment? Real love. Could be sometime, maybe sometime this summer. Happiness comes in around love when you're no longer holding yourself back. Soulmate connection comes in. That could be a Gemini or a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It also looks like has long-term potential. Don't be afraid to lay down the law, set up boundaries, express what you want. The love cup is full. Adriana Salazar, how does the Cancer feel? Cancer feels like life has come back into balance. They may be feeling less stressed out by life in general. They're stepping into their own perseverance. Communication comes in out of the blue from this person, and they're prepared for their life to move forward. They look like they're working on possibly getting their finances in order. That may be something that they're focusing on. And they feel like life has changed for them for the better quickly. Destiny is the Capricorn waiting on me to reach out to him. I don't think so. I don't think that this person has got communication in their head right now. Lena, does Salim still love me? I think this person is always going to have love for you. They're always going to care about you. But it seems like they may be feeling like right now it's best for you to be apart, or separation right now is best for both of you. Ray, did the convo go as bad as I think it did? Well, it was rough, yeah. Yeah, I would say so. Listen to your intuition. It's D. Jay's current intentions towards me. They're kind of pulling their energy back. They're kind of walking away a little bit. The Fool is in reverse. Something will get revealed around the situation that will need to be dealt with before the relationship can move forward. I don't know what your relationship is right now, but there could be an issue there that needs to be discussed. There's a little bit of negativity around the situation, and you could be feeling a little bit betrayed or hurt by them. I would say I wouldn't expect all that much to get better immediately. Adriana for finances. Success comes in around financial endeavors. It looks like you've got some money coming in. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Things move forward, and when they do, they move forward quickly. Got a new job or business opportunity on the horizon, and you should be feeling kind of grounded and stable around business. Libra. Oh, shit. Where'd that go? Hang on. Why did the Sagittarius text me today? I didn't reply. Okay, why did the Sagittarius text me today? Looking to open up communication, but it's funny because now they shut down. So they were looking for communication, you didn't respond, so now they're the hermit. You probably won't hear from them. They're disappointed that you didn't answer them. Too bad. Too bad. I'm sure they deserved it. Lou says, my mother understands how bad it is that she's doing to me at present days. She does know. Yeah, she does know that she's... she knows what she's doing. Cambanese. What kind of intentional surprise does the Aries S have planned for me tomorrow? A new beginning. There's a new beginning and perseverance coming in. I can't tell you exactly what it is. I don't know. But it should be something that they feel very passionately about. It also looks like there may be choices. They may be asking you about different choices. Let's see what happens. It looks like it, whatever it is, things are moving forward. There's ambition and passion around it. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. It's D. What's B hiding? I can't answer that question because people are hiding lots of things. If you have something specific, that's different. But I can't go into what somebody's hiding because people are hiding all sorts of things. So if you want to ask a different question, send it with a purple heart. Nuna, I promised myself I would never interfere with a man that was married. So I feel really bad at times communicating with Bernard. My friend, you're not a slut. You're only talking. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you're only talking. You're not doing anything wrong. If it bothers you and you don't want to continue, you can pull your energy back. You don't have to move forward with the situation. You know, at the end of the day, you have to be okay with it, whatever it is. And if you're not okay with it, then... But no, you're not a slut. Like, the older that you get, and for me, because I hear so many different stories, you'd be amazed at the shit that... And when you talk to people, like I had one woman, I talk about her all the time because she was so passionate about her boyfriend, so passionate about him. And she used to get so upset when he had to do things with his wife. She was married too. And she used to say things like, you know, my husband's not a bad man. It's just that he and I are not really compatible anymore. He's not a bad man, but we're just not that compatible. I want to do things and he's lazy and, you know, whatever. Whatever happens in the course of a marriage. And she, like, if she had to do something with her husband, she just did it. And the boyfriend never said anything about it. But if he had to do something with his wife, holy God, she would, do you believe that he's got to be with this bitch, blah, blah. And I would have to be like, all right, you got to calm down. Let's put things in perspective here. You know that he's got to do this. It's not that he wants to do it. He probably hates having to do it, but he has no choice. Those things, to me, I feel it's like such a waste of life. I just feel like it's a waste of life. But whatever, that's my opinion. So anyhow, because men usually don't leave, his wife kicked him out. Not because he was cheating, because her life was moving on with somebody else. So now I'm like, oh, now he's yours, you know. I guess you're going to leave. Never left. She never left her husband. Years I listened to it. Years. And now she's had all the excuses. Well, because of this and because of that. And what's the family going to think? Like, what do you think? The family doesn't know? Like, anyway. Anyhow. But there are reasons why people do things like that. And it's a shitty place to be. It's a shitty, both situations are a shitty place to be. Ray, what's the outcome of that combo? Well, I don't know what you were talking about, so I can't tell you what's going to happen because I don't know what was discussed. But it doesn't look like, it looks like things are stuck or stagnant and there's not a lot of room for growth, change, or transformation, and you could be feeling as if you were either not heard or not respected. But like I said, I don't know what the conversation was about. I don't know who you were talking with or what the relationship is, so it's kind of hard. Noonan, am I delusional or my family's toxic? I feel like everybody's family's toxic. No, you're not delusional. You're not delusional. So with this sister that just pulled that scam with the money, she's the one that's delusional. Like, you don't go and get your eyebrows done and your eyelashes done when you owe somebody money. You just don't do that. Do you know what I'm saying? Is your family toxic? I mean, she's acting selfishly, but in all of our, we've all been selfish at one point. I don't know how old she is. That could play a part in it. If she's young, that could be a part. And I feel like family dynamics are a little bit toxic, no matter whose they are. You know, it was interesting. I saw a video that popped up. I didn't watch the video. I knew I wouldn't have to if I went to the comments. But it said, how do you know that you met your twin flame? So you know how I felt about this already. But I'm like, I got to hear this. So I scrolled down through the comments and somebody had listed it. And I don't know if I'm going to remember them all, but it was like, you feel like you've known this person forever. You feel like you belong together. You feel like you always break up and get back together. What else was it? There was maybe there was 10. And if you had 8 out of 10, then it was your twin flame. And I'm thinking to myself, what this person is describing is a toxic relationship. Highly toxic. Breaking up, getting back together, breaking up. Oh, you always find your way back to the same person? That's toxic. Anyhow, but, you know, people are putting that out there and they're making a lot of money off of it. Anyway, but, yeah. So you got to be careful with family members. You got to be careful with everybody because, you know, somebody's relying on you on money and you're out working and they're not paying you back and they're blowing it on stuff that's not a necessity. It's like a kick in the ass. I mean, I don't blame you for feeling like that. Adriana, will they call me from the companies that I've already applied for, or is it another job posting that I haven't seen yet? Okay. Well, one of the companies that I've already applied for, call me. I think one of the companies you already applied for will call you, yes. Adriana Salazar cards for 2022. It looks like you have a wish, put it out into the universe. An old wound starts to heal and move into the past. Love cup is full. If you're with someone, great. If you're not with anyone, you're moving forward to greener pastures when it comes to love. You could be with a Pisces, you could be with a Libra. Success comes in around finances. You also may be traveling. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. Life comes back into balance, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off. It's D, is B hiding another connection from me? Yes, I do think there's somebody else around him. Miss J, this Cancer guy keeps playing games. What does he really want from me? Looks like he's looking for things to move forward. With the Hierophant, it could be a committed relationship. He's slow and steady, wins the race, but he is looking for a well-functioning, stable relationship. But if you feel like he's playing games, then he just may not be the right person for you. The thing about Cancer is they're a pain in the ass because they're really tough on the outside, but they're soft on the inside. And they don't like they won't really move forward fast unless they really know things are going to work in their favor. If they feel like they could get hurt, they could be very tough to deal with. That may be what you're going through right now. But you might feel like, fuck it, I don't care that much. You know what I mean? Like, it's your decision. You don't have to put up with this if you don't want to. But it does look like he's legit. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Luz. Thank you. I try to be discreet. I had a friend who, she used to try to be discreet, and she was so obvious about who she was talking about all the time. And she was a yoga teacher, so she would be telling the whole class. And she'd be like, well, I know this woman. And she would be like, yeah, this woman. And she would list things that we all knew who that she was talking about. But I don't think she realized it. Anyway, I try my best. Unit, these things, I'm definitely trying to knock the boots. We talk all different talks, nasty talks. Is Bernard into it as I am? Yes, he is. Yeah, see, that's the issue. The issue is that you're the excitement in his boring life. You know, it's like if his life was like a black and white movie, you would be like the rainbow in it. And that's what he's afraid of. Because if he gets a little bit of that, that's what he's going to crave. This boring bullshit that he's dealing with, it's over, it's done. But he feels loyal, and he feels like he doesn't want to leave. And there's also probably a lot of fear around it, too, around leaving. And that's what he's afraid of. If he gets a taste of it, then that's where he's going to want to be. And I'm not even talking about, relationship-wise. But it could be fun. It could be exciting. Like that other woman that I just spoke about with the boyfriend. Half of me felt like she was really more into the secret meetings than she was about and actually having a relationship with him. It was about getting the hotel room and planning the evening and all of that stuff, which was really fun and exciting. I mean, that stuff is fun and exciting. But I always questioned in my head if she would feel the same way if she really had to go home to him every night. So for you and him, if things did move forward into some kind of a sexual relationship with him, he could really enjoy it. And it could be something that he hasn't felt in a long time. And I think that scares him. Oh man, Mel, I know, I watch those true crime stories too. you guys watch Christina Randall's channel? I don't know why, but I just love listening to her talk. I put it on when I'm on the treadmill. I think she probably had one come out today, and I'll watch it tomorrow when I'm on the treadmill. She tells a story, and I like watching her. But I know it's crazy. It's crazy. And then he's the deacon of the church. I know, it's great. It's madness. You know what else I watched too? I Survived. Those are crazy. Like somebody's in the ocean, floating in the ocean for 26 hours or 48 hours or whatever. Nuts. V, when do you see me moving? Will it be to another state? Okay. Will I be moving to another state? I don't think you move to another state next. You can move to another state at some point, but I don't think that that's going to be the next move. You could move sometime this summer, but I don't think that you go to a new state right away. That may be a different move. Oriella, does Dave A work an option for me? Opinion of me. What is Dave at Work's opinion of me? Thinks that you're smart, intelligent, well-balanced, independent, unique, hardworking, perseverant, kind-hearted, and sincere. Andrea, I've been having dreams about my friends leaving, though it's unrealistic. I wake up in a cold sweat. Yeah, yeah, I mean, you know, when I went through that one, my second year of, well, actually, it would have been my junior year of college. I had friends that went away to school at freshman, but I had a bunch of friends that went to local community college with me. And then after we graduated, everybody went away, and I had no friends. I had none. And then you know what happened? I cried like hell when they first left, and then I got used to them not being around. And I remember, like, they came home, I don't know if it was like the Jewish holidays in September. It must have been the Jewish holidays, and they surprised me. And it was almost like I'd gotten into a routine without them. And it was almost like when they came back, they interrupted the routine I had. Even though I was happy to see them, and I went to visit them all the time. But I got used to them not being around. And then I got used to it. And once I was used to them not being around, I never felt that way again. Like, I would visit them, but I wouldn't cry when I left. And I would be happy to see them. But it was different. I mean, and that was the same thing too with my grandparents when they moved to Florida. I used to cry when they left the first time, the second time, but then after a while, you just get used to it. I think I'm up to magic. I know this is a lot of people and energies. It may not be totally precise, but overall, how do the guys and girls who notice me say at school think and feel about me? I would say most people think that you're strong. Most people think that you're hardworking, independent, well-balanced, driven, or have a lot of potential, and may think that you're unique. Unique, or you stand out. You stand out from the crowd. Maggie, general for the weekend. Things could change for you for the better quickly. You may feel like the hard work that you put into something or someone has come back to you. It looks like you've got choices. It looks like you're taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. And it looks like a very pleasant weekend. Ajit, general for my studies for the rest of the week. Looks good. Looks like you have a wish that comes true. You're feeling focused. You're feeling ambitious. You get things done. Things move forward. You're actually headed towards the 10 cups being full this weekend. Looks good. Melfin, will the Aries willingly want to give me a hug tomorrow, or do I have to ask her? I think she's willingly going to give you a hug, yeah. Harsha, love reading for the next 1 year. You have an air sign coming in, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Feeling like you've made it to the top of the mountain and success comes in around love. With the Magician, you've got the ability to manifest new opportunities. No longer holding yourself back. You're headed towards the 10 cups being full. Romance heats up. It could be with an air sign. It also could possibly be with a Leo. You have some good luck coming in. And feeling very passionately. A new beginning happens this year. Your love life should move forward, and you should find yourself in a committed, stable relationship if you're not in one already. Anthony, what's going on between the Cancer and me? Slow and stagnant. May feel like this situation is weak, or the connection has weakened. Nothing around the situation has changed fast. And you could feel as if you're waiting for your ship to come in. Yeah. I would try to explore other opportunities. See who else is around. Just to take your mind off of this, Cancer, because the situation is so stuck. Breezy, general. Got a little bit of good luck coming in. Got choices coming in, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business pays off. A new journey on the horizon. Fire sign enters, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Love cup is full, and you're feeling ambitious. It also looks like a disappointment moves into the past. Shirley, how is my ex-Capricorn feeling right now? They're feeling pretty good. They feel like negativity has moved into the past, an old wound has healed. They're feeling like the energy around them is kind, caring, sincere, and stable. They're genuinely happy right now. They seem pretty happy. Satisfied, content. Lost my spot. Hang on a sec. Magic, I did. I think I might be at Nihak. What's going on in the Libra's life? He's ghosted me again. He feels as if his life has moved forward. Here he is. There's the Libra. Feels like his life has moved forward. He could be He could be very busy with work and business, but he also has other people around him. He's got a Sagittarius and Aquarius. He's no longer holding himself back. He's got creative projects. He's got money coming in. He's listening to his intuition, and his life has moved forward. Thing is that with ghosters, like it ghosted me again, it's like he's going to keep ghosting you because that's the person he is. So if he comes back again, I wouldn't trust that he's going to stick around, because those ghosters, that's what they do. Loving Laura, general on love. Being guided by the divine brings in a soulmate connection with cause for celebration. It looks like you got a witch around love. You've got a Cancer that comes in. You also have another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A new beginning is on the horizon. Nav, general. No longer holding yourself back. Growth, change, and transformations coming in. Your life is falling into balance. Things are moving forward. It also looks like you're listening to your intuition. You've got choices. And success comes in around work, school, or business. Rimmel, general for the next week. Cause for celebration comes in around you having choices. You've got passion coming in. Somebody from your past returns. A Libra enters. The world is at your feet. You have a new venture on the horizon. A fire sign enters. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. If the love cup is full, take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. It'll serve you well. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. And you may hear from somebody that you've been hoping to hear from. Pinkie Pie, CR's current thoughts, feelings, and next move. This person is stuck and stagnant and maybe feeling as if the timing around the situation is not good. I wouldn't expect much from this person. Lovers is in reverse. If you want to speak to them, I would reach out to them and not wait on them. They don't seem to have any intentions right now. Georgia, love. No longer holding yourself back. You have a new beginning on the horizon. The hard work that you put into love comes back to you and you're feeling ambitious. Perseverance pays off. You may make a decision to walk away from something or someone that you feel no longer serves you. Next relationship you enter should be well-balanced. Committed relationship could be with a Sagittarius, could be with a Libra, could be with a Virgo. You're listening to your intuition. Love life moves forward. High vibration, will I officially get engaged this year? I don't think so. It's not coming up strong enough for me to say yes. I don't think so. Sanch, general reading for the next 7 days. A disappointment moves into the past. You could reconnect with an old friend or somebody from your past may be returning. Happiness comes out over your life. Walking away from something that no longer serves you, something or someone, and you may have some choices and options. An earth sign comes in, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. It also looks like the weight of the world is slipping off your shoulders. You could be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Cinnamon for the weekend. Someone can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You may be feeling very successful. Could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. New venture on the horizon. Could be spending time with a Leo. Could also be spending time with a Scorpio. Looks like you may be working on a new creative project or creative endeavor this weekend. Harlem, general. If you have a wish, put it out into the universe. A new business or a new business opportunity brings in cause for celebration. Being guided by the divine, you got a little bit of good luck coming in. And with the magician, you got the ability to manifest new opportunities. It looks like you're prepared for life to move forward, and that's exactly what's happening. You should be seeing some good karma or good justice come back to you. Asia, love. Love cup is full. Be careful not to get caught up in a three-party situation because it will bring heartbreak. But if you're, I would walk away from any third-party situations. But if you do walk away from it, then love comes in with the love cup. Feeling perseverant, stepping into your own strength and your own ambition. You have a Cancer, a Virgo, and an Aries around. Soulmate connection moves forward this winter. A new journey begins. Swara, what are ASJD's current feelings and next actions? The next actions should be communication, but they're a little bit like undecided. They don't really know what they want. They don't really know where things are going, but you'll hear from them. They may drive you a little bit crazy because it's like they have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, and things don't really seem to be moving forward. Heather, what can I do to get things moving forward with the Leo? It depends where you are in the relationship. If you are not in a relationship and he's just an interest, then I would make contact. If you guys are like not speaking or not on speaking terms frequently, I would make that happen. I would reach out to them. Listen to your intuition. Anxiety may move into the past once you start communicating. It looks like the relationship has potential to be well balanced with the Six of Pentacles, but if this is a relationship where you are talking and you're not getting anything from him, like you're reaching out to him, he doesn't respond, or he responds sporadically, or it's like in and out, then I would say the best thing you can do is cut your energy from him and stop putting in any effort. Stop trying, because the trying isn't working. You'd have to pull your energy back in order to get things to move forward, because throwing too much energy at something that's not working just makes matters worse. But it depends where you are in the relationship. Blue skies, what's coming towards me in love? Soulmate connection, new journeys on the horizon. Could be with a Sagittarius, a new beginning starts. You also have a Gemini that comes in, cause for celebration comes in. You could have choices. Love life moves forward, and with the next connection, you has long-term potential. Could have some long-term potential. RR, will D come around eventually? You'll hear from him eventually. The thing is that I don't know that this relationship is I don't think that this relationship is gonna move forward because I don't think that the two of you are willing to compromise. And I think that's the problem. So you'll hear from him, but he's not going to change the person that he is. And that's the issue. You two are different people. And I think that that's what the problem is. And I don't think that he's going to, like, he's going to get to the point where he feels like, what am I doing? This is not, it's just not working. And it's going to be an issue. Even if things did move forward, you guys are still very different people. And it's hard for you to accept him for who he is. It's hard for him to accept you for who you are. So long term, this relationship's got issues at the ground level. Haven't I gotten to yet? Sunshine I didn't do. Sunshine general. At the Magician, the ability to manifest new opportunities. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders, and Earth sign enters Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Looks like you're being guided by the divine. You have a little bit of good luck that comes in. It also looks like you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. A wish comes true. Put it out into the universe. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Somebody makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Ina, love reading. Life comes back into balance, a Taurus enters. If you don't like that Taurus, a Scorpio comes in. With the Empress, you've got love, money, abundance, fertility coming in. You have an Aries entering. You're going to have choices. You're not looking back on the past fondly. If you were thinking about moving backwards, I don't think you end up moving backwards. I don't think you're going back to something that used to be. I think it's new energy that's coming in, that's successful, that's bringing in a committed relationship. Simran, good and bad characteristics of Leo. Leo is smart and intelligent, kind-hearted, stable, and loyal. But they could be argumentative, deceitful, deceptive, and they could get stressed out. When they get stressed out, they could take it out on other people. They're a loyal friend. They're well-balanced. They're growing, changing, and transforming, and they have they're very goal-orientated, and they have potential. Rupali, will SHO Stone be convinced and agree with me and all that I'll tell her on the 26th of February meeting? Not everything. She's not going to agree with you on everything, no. Silent Killer, what are the Virgo's feelings and thoughts about me? Thinks that you're well-focused, smart, intelligent, kind-hearted, well-prepared. May find you to be sincere, loyal, friendly, reliable. Miss J, is it another woman causing the Cancer guy to act weird with me? No, I don't think so. Aditi, what does the Cancer guy want me to know? Dating him for now. May tell you that he's enjoying the connection, thinks that the two of you have a nice connection, but slow and steady wins the race with him. Could also be telling you that he's happy, complacent, and he feels like things are moving forward nice. Like you've kind of gotten over the awkward part, and he's excited for what the future could hold, but he's happy with things moving slow and steady wins the race. Lee, general in love. You may be letting go of a disappointment, and you have a new venture on the horizon that could be with a Pisces. It also looks like the love cup is full around a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition. If you've been feeling stuck or stagnant, things could start to move forward. You got a Capricorn that comes in. A little bit of good luck comes in around love. Could be feeling undecided as Cancer comes in. You may be undecided about what direction to take, but being guided by the divine makes a wish come true around long-term potential around your next relationship. Georgia, why does the Virgo have a hard time expressing his feelings? It's just the way he is. It's the way he's always been, and he's probably never going to change. He's not comfortable with his feelings, not comfortable with letting people know how he feels. He may feel like it's a sign of weakness. Glitter Bee, guidance with my health. Will it get better soon? It does improve over time, relatively soon, but I would definitely make sure that you're seeing your doctors and you're doing everything that you need to be doing. Don't rely on the tarot cards for like medical stuff, but it does look like overall you should see an improvement. I don't know what the issue is, but things could be improving sometime before the winter ends. What's happening, Dylan? You want to come in here? You want to come in here? All right, I'll be right with you. Can we wrap up the super chat because I think he's got to go OUT. All right, I'll be right with you. All right, Dylan, relax a second. I'll be right with you. Shh. I'm going to take you out in 2 seconds. Jesse, is everything going to work out by Monday and in general? Everything works out by Monday, 70% chance, yes. In general, for the most part, I don't know what's going on, but it does look like you have money coming in. It does look like communications coming in out of the blue from something you've been hoping to hear about or something you've been waiting on. It looks like you've gotten plenty of money coming in. A Taurus is around, and it does look like things are going to be okay overall. He's a pit bull. I'll show you him. All right, Dylan, hang on. Yeah, that's my boy. He's my boy. All right, I'll be right with you. I only have a couple more to do. Oh, now it's good. It's fine. It's fine. He's the best. He's the best. All right, while I wait for the moderators, I'm going to go get him some water. You want some water? Make you need some water. I have some water, my boy. All right, I'll be right with you. All right, Mel, will I get approved for the flagship credit card by Navy Federal? Yes, you should get approved for it. Yes. Is that it? Are there any other moderators here? Is Adriana still here? I think just Adriana maybe, right? All right, my boy. Is that it? Oh, Adriana left. Okay. Then that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Now he just laid down. He's probably like, this bitch isn't listening to me. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you all very much for being here tonight. Have a